Afternoon, everyone. Meteorologist Bill Rentschler in the 1011 Now streaming studio. Hope everyone is having a nice Tuesday. Most of the state dry at this hour, dealing with some cloud cover. Not the case for everyone, though. We do have a little weak system moving through the area that is bringing some rain and snow to parts of north central Nebraska. We'll talk about that here in just a second, as well as take a look at the forecast kind of as we head through the rest of the work weekend into the coming weekend, which holds several chances, maybe for some hit and miss. Light precipitation could come in both form of rain and snow, as well as temperatures that are a little up and down, but overall I think should be fairly comfortable for us. So if we go ahead and pull up our graphics here, again, have a couple different graphics on the screen here for you. Have our looping radar right below me, and that's kind of zoomed in kind of on the north central Nebraska, Valentine, Ainsworth, and that's where we have some of that precipitation moving through the area. Again, you can see a little bit of mixed precipitation, some rain and some snow mixed in there early this afternoon. So if we look at the graphics, again, here in Lincoln, kind of cloudy. Clouds have moved in over the past hour or two. Temperature's actually gone down. We were in the lower 50s, but now in the upper 40s with that added cloud cover. Southeast winds just a bit on the breezy side, making it feel just a touch cooler out there. Southeast wind gusting to around 25 miles an hour. But again, you can see that low stratus deck here in the capital city. Again, in York, Grand Island, Hastings, Kearney, also seeing kind of similar conditions. Some of the, excuse me, caught my throat there. Some of those cloudy skies, a little bit warmer though in Kearney, a little bit more sunshine. 52 in Kearney right now with a little southeast wind at 8 miles an hour. So that's a live look at some of the cameras across the area. We also want to let you know we have a winter weather advisory that is in place across north central parts of the state, again, kind of where it is precipitating at the moment. Again, and that is for the potential for some very light snow, maybe some very light ice mixed in there as well. So again, we could see some slippery conditions in parts of the Sandhills and into north central Nebraska. So Thedford, Valentine, Ainsworth, areas like that. There in north central Nebraska. And again, actually, if I pull the cameras back up again, you can see in North Platte some of the reduced visibility with some of the low clouds, kind of a little bit of fog out there. Again, it says visibility is 10 miles at the North Platte Airport, but it certainly looks like it's a little bit lower than that right now. So if you look at the visibility map, again, those areas that it is precipitating, Valentine, right now visibility is at half a mile, 3 miles right now in Ainsworth. And if I really quickly pull up, I'm going to take off our looping radar so we can pull something up real quick. And we can pull up some of the cameras in north central Nebraska, and we can show you what it looks like. So that's Highway 20, just east of Valentine. You can see snow on the ground, snow on the roads as well. Snow on the roads as well. Just a little bit further south on Highway 20, this is near Thedford. Roads looking wet. Not snow covered just yet, maybe looking a little slick. And just north of Valentine, again on Highway 20, basically on the Nebraska-South Dakota border, we can see again some of that snow that is currently falling in those locations. Not a lot of snow, but at least some light snow, maybe enough to cover the roads. Again, this is Highway 20 near just West Wood Lake. Again, maybe wet roads out there, but again, not a huge deal for us, but something to watch for those areas. In Lincoln and in eastern Nebraska, not expecting anything in terms of moisture out of this, and again, our visibility right now is just fine. Temperatures across the state, again, kind of have a wide range where the clouds have moved in into southeastern Nebraska. Those temperatures have fallen back to the mid to upper 40s. Those areas where we don't see as thick of cloud cover, temperatures in the low to mid 50s. That includes Grand Island, Hastings, Kearney, up towards North Fork and Wayne. Those areas where we have the clouds and the precipitation, temperatures in the low 30s to low 40s. Right now, 30 in Valentine, 32 in Ainsworth, 34 in Thedford, 41 in North Platte. So kind of hit and miss across the state this afternoon. Winds, again, generally out of the south for the eastern half of the state, a little more westerly for western Nebraska. Again, as a little surface trough begins to move through the area. just a touch on the breezy side as well, so something to keep in mind. And if you look at the satellite and radar picture again, over the last several hours, you can see that little system bringing snow to parts of South Dakota, and again, that mixed precip into north central Nebraska. The bigger system that's moving through the area right now is impacting areas to our south and east, where we're seeing rain across much of Missouri down into Arkansas. And again, I think the storm track over the next couple of days is going to continue to take some of those systems just off to our south and east. A lot of rain expected over the next week, kind of from eastern Oklahoma over towards Arkansas, Tennessee, Kentucky, and we're going to be kind of just right on the edge and likely going to miss out on a lot of it. So if we run you through SkyCast here over the next couple of days, again, through Tuesday evening, there's an outside chance we might see a sprinkle or something like that, but we should be mainly dry for Lincoln and across eastern Nebraska, but we will see cloudy skies as we head through the rest of this evening. Then overnight tonight, again, partly to mostly cloudy skies across the state. By Wednesday morning, we'll have more of a northerly wind as that system kind of passes through the area, but another system heads our way as we head Wednesday evening into the day on Thursday. That system will bring in, again, a chance for some isolated to widely scattered showers, both in the form of rain and snow. Likely going to be rain for southern and eastern Nebraska, more likely to be snow for northern and western Nebraska. We could see some very minor snow accumulations, maybe an inch for parts of northern Nebraska with this system. Wednesday night into Thursday in Lincoln, southeastern, south central Nebraska, we could maybe see a few hundredths, maybe a tenth of an inch of moisture get squeezed out of that system. And not a hugely impactful one, likely out of the areas we head into Thursday late morning into the afternoon, but a lot of cloud cover. Temperatures will be a little bit cooler for us as well. Skies try and clear out as we head towards late Thursday afternoon into the evening. For the rest of the week, again, as we head Thursday into Friday, again, another system down to our south and east, expecting to bring rain, again, a lot of rain to parts, again, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri, Kentucky, Tennessee, Illinois, Indiana. We'll be near enough that we're going to include at least a small chance for some precipitation as we head through the day on Friday for southern and southeastern Nebraska. More than likely would be rain. We could potentially see maybe a little bit of mixed precip or snow try and mix in late Friday night into early Saturday as that system kind of skirts through the area. But again, not expecting a lot in terms of moisture with this system. But then potentially another system kind of Saturday into Sunday could bring us some additional moisture and maybe Sunday into Monday as well. Again, looks like maybe some rain as well as some snow across parts of the state. As again, getting mid to late March here, we kind of have that fight between these rain system or these wet systems that could be a little bit of rain, could be a little bit of snow. You want to stay tuned to details as we head through the remainder of the week. If you look at the 3-day precipitation potential, again, most of the moisture is going to be falling to our south and to our southeast. Not a lot for Nebraska. Again, we're talking maybe a few hundredths to maybe around a tenth of an inch being possible with the highest amounts in north central parts of the state with the system that we have moving through right now. If you look at the 7-day precipitation potential, again, most of the moisture falling to our south and to our east. Not a ton of moisture expected as we head over the next week, though we do have those off and on chances for moisture almost every day. We're just not going to see a lot get squeezed out of those systems. So if we look at high temperatures today, again, we're looking at upper 40s to low 50s. Again, in Lincoln, we've probably already seen our high today with that cloud deck moving in. Low temperatures as we head into Wednesday morning, staying above freezing and right around 40 degrees for Lincoln and southeastern Nebraska. Otherwise, we're falling to the 20s and low 30s for the rest of the state. Wednesday afternoon, again, kind of split in half. Northern and western Nebraska, a little bit cooler. We're in the 30s, low 40s. Southern and eastern sections of the state warmer and a little bit more normal for mid to late March, with highs in the low to mid 50s, including 55 in Lincoln. Thursday morning lows, low 20s to low 30s. And then Thursday afternoon highs, again, a little bit cooler with that next system moving through. We'll look for highs in the low 40s to low 50s from north to south. Friday morning, it's 20s and low 30s for lows. Friday afternoon, we kind of bump temperatures back up a little bit. We're in the mid to upper 50s for a lot of the 10-11 coverage area. Into the weekend on Saturday, we start the weekend with lows in the upper 20s to low to mid 30s. Highs on Saturday, again, a little bit cooler in the west, warmer in the east. 50s to low 60s possible for Lincoln and eastern Nebraska, but then that system moves our way Saturday night into Sunday. So we'll see lows drop into the upper teens to lower 30s from west to east. Highs then on Sunday cooler, mid 30s to mid 40s across much of the state. So again, we're kind of bouncing around a little bit here as we head over the course of the next week. No huge signals one way or the other in terms of colder than normal or warmer than normal temperatures. We're kind of just fluctuate just a little bit, but it does look like we cool down as we head towards the second half of the upcoming weekend. But again, still have a lot of time between now and then. So as I would always say, I would encourage everyone to make sure you stay tuned to the forecast, and we'll detail those changes as the week goes on. So again, not a hugely impactful week in terms of weather, but we'll still keep you up to date every day. Again, I always jump on here in our streaming studio at least once a day to try and update the forecast and give everyone the latest details. So I would encourage everyone, again, to tune in. We're live right now on our live stream on 1011now.com, as well as on YouTube. And again, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, I would encourage you to do that. You can take a picture of that way. I always get it mixed around. That's our QR code. It'll take you right to our YouTube channel, and you can subscribe. And I would encourage you to turn on those notifications as well. So anytime we're live on YouTube, you can get a little notification. Again, we did a lot yesterday on YouTube with the Husker press conference, as well as some other things. So again, always some good content there on our YouTube channel. Again, that's basically all I got for today. Again, not a hugely impactful day in terms of weather. Excuse me. So thank you everyone for tuning in. Again, as always, keep it tuned to 1011, both on air and online, for all of your latest news, weather, and sports, and hope everyone has a nice Tuesday.